everyone.
Morning.
Today I would like to present you about reporting verbs in literature review, chapters of Tesol master's thesis written by Vietnamese postgraduates. Okay, I am as a presenter, and there are two researchers who conduct the research. They were T21 and Indra from Thailand. Okay, next, this is introduction. Before we are going to the RPS, we should know to the citation. How to make a appropriate citation is from the wide according to skills you can read by yourself, and for the appropriate and effective citation you should use RPS, and based on some researcher, RPS are known as one of express way for writers to establish the credibility of the reported claims. For it, that is RPS. And then the reason why the researchers conduct this research, because there are some reasons. In Vietnam, RPS have not been formally taught. It's so there is no subject for the RPS use. How to cite appropriate for in a research. In Vietnam, just the student by the lecturer just give the show and not show, just given instruction to see the APA citation style, and the student figure out how to appropriate, how to use the RPS by themselves, learned by the students, not from the lecturer. And then when guidance a thesis, the researcher, the lecturer not concerned about the RPS use. The lecturer just concerned about the grammatical. So it's why the researchers want to know how the students, how the researchers conducting the research use RPS when while the RPS knowledge conducted by themselves, by the students. Okay, this is the hope. Just in hope to finally add to the literature of how RPS are used by NUWIs in general and Tesol discourse community in Vietnam in particular. Okay, problem of the study and the purpose. It's the purpose is to explore how RPS were deployed in terms of their denotative and evaluative potential, their forms, tense, and voice in these chapters. Okay, theoretical foundation. According to Thompson and Yee in 1991, there are two functions. The first one is to report their own claims or ideas, and to demonstrate their attitudes towards others' claim. Okay, and to illustrate the function, Thompson and Hyland generate and define three different categories. Actually, they just use two first different terms. course, for the third terms, they use the same one, research verb, and the difference is textual verb for discourse and mental verb for the cognition. Okay, next, the theoretical foundation. This is the elaborates by Highland while the research egg, cognition eggs, and discourse. It is denotation. Okay. There are denotation, evaluation, and classification. And from the Thompson, just the denotation is about the research egg, cognition, and discourse by different terms. And from the Highland, it elaborates more from it. It's for the research egg, there are findings and procedures. Cognitive, for the cognition, there are positive, critical, tentative, neutral, and so on. Okay, that's evaluative. And for the classification, that's elaborate from the findings, doubt, assurance, encounters. Okay, this some indicates from this wells. The next findings, there are denotation, and then evaluation, and the next is tense and voice, and this is the explanation by this wells. And Malcolm in his research find true the generalization tend to be in the present tense, and the second is reference to specific experiments are in the past simple, and reference to areas of any query are in the present perfect. And so is the opposite, and the contrary indicates that the emphasis on the information structure of the text and its cohesion. It's not. It's about cohesion. Is important. So to say. And but however, as some researchers claims that tense choice in scientific writing is determined by the theoretical concern rather than by timelines as a narrative. Okay, this is the research methodology. There are for the data there are 24 theses, 24 electronic Tesol and 8 theses written during 2009 and 2012 period by Vietnamese students. It's 24 from the three universities. Each is are 8 for each. And then the researchers just see the Verbs used in the literature review, not all of the chapters. Okay, from the literature review, thesis 1 until thesis 24. Okay, this is the framework for analyzing our Verbs. Highland insightful clarification of Verbs was selected as about integral and non-integral, and citation types were first searched. It's and then the researchers scanned through all the texts. All the text is from the literature review chapter, and for the next the verbs in cited sentences and those in the further discussion as the previous mentioned earlier. And finally, the occurrence or outfit were first calculated per chapter and per 1,000 words, and then compared with this is the literature review. Okay. Next findings. This is the findings. The first first one is denotative or process categories. The first one categories is research X, cognition X, and discourse X. As you can see that the many is discourse X is about 62.90%, and the second is research X, and the cognition is 80%. And then this is the evaluative after the denotative. It's more about the findings. Finding is different, set it into three, and the two there's percents, factive 3%, and non-factive 11%. And this score X is positive, critical, tentative, neutral. It's about the whole. It's about 7 or 8%. And then this score X is the mostly used as doubt, assurance, and counter. Okay, this is for prompts. Actually, there are 138 verbs used in the thesis 2024 thesis, and the mostly is the word state. It's about 57, and the second define, suggest, climb, find, and say is equal 22, and for the other verbs is from 20 until 1 verbs only. Okay, this is the tense and voice. The mostly used is present simple. It's about 51%, and then past simple 46%, and present perfect is only 2%, and the voice mostly active is about 97%, and the passive is 2%. Okay, this is the conclusion. The study found that this is the rank RFs used in the thesis from the 24 thesis as discourse X. It is the first, the most prominent, and the second research X, and the third cognition X. And then for the second conclusion, in terms of the use evaluative potential of RVs, more non-factive RVs were found, and it is likely to indicate the students were prepared to ascribe neutral value to cited authors is based on a paper in 2008, and this research is agreed for it. And then for the last, regarding tense and voice of RVs, well, there was an almost equal use of present and past simple tense. A few present perfect tense were found in the literature review chapter, while indicated that few evidence about the past literature generally were provided before more detailed information. Okay, that's all.